yeah, I mean, I like the Man in Yellow. He did such a beautiful job. I'm like, oh my god, like I don't want to let the fans down. Like I want to be spooky and scary, but I trusted myself. And also, you know, the direction of the showrunners, they're so talented. They know what they're doing. So if they're happy, I'm happy. And yeah, but it was, he did such an amazing job in that role that I was like, oh my goodness, I hope I do him justice.
Did you get to see him? Like me, because of course we know how he comes in and you come in, but yeah, did you get to meet him?
Yeah, we actually have, and he was so lovely, and I met him a couple times, and yeah, and wow, his makeup for Man in Yellow looks even cooler up close, I will say. Yeah. So yeah. And
can you talk about the crash? Because we know there's a crash, and you mentioned sort of that. Yeah, how can you talk about filming that? How was that?
That was super fun. Definitely was a bit more intense because there was some, obviously it wasn't real glass next to my neck, but it was like fake glass, but still they were really obviously wanted to make sure that I wasn't getting hurt and everything was safe. But yeah, I mean, it was really cool. Then also Jack let us kind of like improv a little bit. So, you know, I got to improv kind of freaking out a little bit. So it wasn't super, you know, line. So it was very nice that you got to kind of play around. Yeah, it was really lovely working with all the cast and the crew. And it was just like a fun introduction. Like it was so intense that it was like, oh my God, this is happening. What a fun scene and fun show.
Our wonderful new actress, Julia Doyle, who, after I read 30 some odd people, even before I passed them on to my partners, she just was like, oh my God, because it's a very difficult role. It's a very subtle tightrope walk and sleight of hand that she comes into this community appearing to be this innocent pastor's daughter who ends up in a car crash in town and is wounded and terrified by the experience, and yet she's holding some cards very close to her vest, as the saying goes. And the audience at the end of episode 1 gets ahead of the characters in the town who take her to be what she appears to be. So we needed an actress who could play that fine line of not overly innocent and not suddenly she's Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz, excuse me, but underneath we know she's being manipulative and up to some things that are scary, dictated by who she really is, which the audience learns about, and we enjoy, I believe, in subsequent episodes, how deftly and seductive she can be, and in her sincerity. You know, and I said to her at one point, it's as if If the audience never showed or saw some scenes that we will show them, they have to believe, as everybody else in this town believes, that you are sincere and you need their comfort and friendship. You got to be a really good actress. Your character has to be a really good actress. I assume you are. That's why you're here. But so it's a really tricky thing because you can be over the top, you know, and you can be mustache twirling, and every time, you know, I'm talking to you guys and saying, thank you so much for being here. And then you turn away or you cut and I go, oh, get me out. You know, I mean, which isn't the truth. But if it were the truth, I would have to be pretty subtle about it. So that's really part of what's fascinating about this season. This new character who comes into Front Town. And our characters think this poor girl has just landed at the tree like everybody else and ended up, oh my God, somehow her father had a stroke in the car and had an accident and then died.
But it's a wild ride. I'll tell you that. Season 4 goes places that I wasn't expecting, and I think the audience is really going to love it. You know, we're creating a mystery show, but I think it's landing with audiences in a really special way. Like, people are really reacting to it viscerally, and you know, like it triggers people in a really fascinating way. There's something about the writing of this show. I can't put my finger on it, but it's got me too. Like, every episode I read leaves me with goosebumps. You know, we get them, we wait, and we get a script in the middle of the night, and then we're all reading it. And I know, because there's like a group chat and everybody kind of immediately responds to it about 45 minutes after we get a script. So yeah, it's season 4 is intense.